Hey, Cool Stuff's gonna have a booth at Gen Con, so if you have any Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or HeroClix singles to get rid of, please stop by. We offer great prices and a 20% bonus for trade-ins. Please visit our website for more information. Thanks for watching, and now it's time for Playing on a Budget.
Hello boys, I'm back! Yes, that's right, it's MJ Conroy, aka Sith Lord 066, coming to you for Playing on a Budget, brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com and GatheringMagic.com. With a new brew that I have that I didn't really build. A little bit backstory on the deck, want to give credit where credit is due. There's a guy I play with, real class act, love playing against him. His name is Daryl Daniels. He's been playing this brew for a while now to some really good results. And it really is, I mean, he's got a non-budget version, but this budget version is very, very good. So I want to give a shout out to him. I'm calling it Green Wally West, and with that, let's get to the deck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the deck, and then after I get that all done, I'll go ahead and talk about the budget. Real quick though, I do believe this is the most budgeted deck ever featured on Playing on a Budget, mostly due to rotation and everything. This deck comes in at under $65, and that's not using Kevin's whole, well, this is a bulk rare and this is a bulk rare. This is using the exact amount of everything you're going to pay from Arbor Elf all the way to Garruk, using on Cool Stuff Inc., using the lowest prices, of course, like the used prices. This comes in at $64.99. So if you are just starting Magic and you want a competitive deck, this is the deck to use. Now granted, a lot of this is cycling out, so you're not going to get a chance to use it for very long, but it's a great introduction. Anyway, with that being said, let's get this show on the road. We're just playing 23 straight forests. The reason we're playing 23 straight forests is everything in this is mono green. There's not enough of a creature type to warrant having Cavern of Souls, so it's just straight mono green. We got 4 Arbor Elves. Obviously, it's to do a little early ramping. We have 4 Rancors, which it's ridiculously good and gets so much value because no matter what they do to get rid of it, unless it's either countering it or killing your creature in response to putting it on, this thing just going to come back to your hand and give you more value. So, you know, the neat thing about this is it's not terrible to equip it. You don't want to hold it in your hand. You're just going to boom, equip it to whatever you can. Strangleroot Geist, get in for 4, let it die, who cares, get the card back, and then put it on a Predator Ooze later. I got 2 of Ranger's Guile. Basically, it's just hexproof. We also got 1 in the side on top of it. It basically allows you to go ahead and nullify one of their spells, like if they got the Trizerg Slip for the Predator Ooze, the aforementioned. You're going to want to go ahead and give it hexproofed. Not only does it get the +1/+1 counter, it becomes a 2/2, but they can't target it. And then we got 2 of Ulvenwald Trackers. If they decide not to block your Strangleroot Geist that you got your Rancor on, but you really want your Rancor back, use it to kill it. And maybe get some value in the process. This is the only deck I will give credit to that I've seen Gyre Sage work. I know when this card came out, a lot of people were just throwing it in as ramp mana and never having it evolve like ever. This deck will evolve it quite often. On average, this card is going to get 2 to 3 counters, which allows you to add that 2 to 3 mana. And it's just very good value also. Gets bigger. You can also use it for mana if you get one of the bigger spells. Strangleroot Geist, I believe, in my opinion, prior to M14, this was the best 2-drop in Standard. Maybe it's been taken over with Young Pyromancer. Not sure yet, but this is very, very good. It's a 2/1, gets haste, smashes face. If it dies, who cares? It comes back as a 3/2, and then evolves. Gyre Sage again. We also got Wolfir Avenger, which is a 3/3 flash. That's also a sub-theme of this deck, which is why I call it Green Wally West. Very good. Another value creature. Play it at the end of your opponent's turn. You're not going to want to play this on your turn. It messes up blocks completely. It'll eat a flint hoof boar out of nowhere. It's very, very good. We got 3 Predator Oozes, which is just ridiculous. It's a 1/1. It's going to get, as soon as it attacks, it gets a new counter on it. And then if they block it, you know, even just to chump it, it gets bigger. I mean, once you get a Rancor on this bad boy, it's really hard to lose. You are going to be just smashing face. You don't care what their stuff is. You trying to probably swing, unless you're on the back foot, in which case you might just keep this as the like never-ending blocker. We got 3 Yeva, Nature's Herald. It's a 4/4. Again, it's flash, and it gives all your creatures flash. Again, it's the other reason this is called Green Wally West. This card can lead to some ridiculous blowouts. I love this card. Basically, it allows you to cast any creature spell as an instant. Well, any creature spell in this deck, and it's any green creature spell, but that's all we got, so it doesn't really matter. It can lead to some massive blowouts with this bad boy coming up here, Wolfir Silverheart. It's 4/4, it soul bonds and gives both creatures +4/+4, so it becomes an 8/8, and whatever creature you bond it to gets +4/+4. I can't count how many times I've used this as a combat trick to, you know, it just totally mess up combat math. End of turn, you put this in, and oh wow, they thought they had it, and boom, you have lethal now. It is so good. It's almost might be going worth up to 4, but I just really, I mean, yeah, it's only a 1/of, but Garruk is just so fun to play, and now that he's cycling out or rotating out, he's very affordable. He's like $7.50 or something, so I finally got to pick one up. And then we got Revenge of the Hunted. Finally, basically this is just beastly. It's a Miracle 1, like you don't ever want to see this in the starting hand. You are going to pretty much miracle it as long as you have one single dude. I mean, yeah, you can cast it, but man, you really hope not to. It gives your dude 6/6, +6/+6, and trample. And it also makes your dude a ginormous taunting elf. Onto the sideboard, we've got 4 fogs. You're going to want to bring this in if it's just like, I think the aggro matchup, like your red-green aggro, where I don't think Naya Blitz is a thing anymore, but if it is, like, this is what you want. It's just going to give you that 1 or 2 extra turns you need to go ahead and live, and then just go over the top. Ranger's Guile is going to come in if you're playing against a lot of burn. It just is another, it's the same thing as I already said, just one more of it. Your Skylashers, 2/2s, they're flash as well, and they cannot be countered, so you're going to want to bring these in against like a Lingering Soul type deck. Silklash Spider, speaking of the aforementioned Lingering Souls deck, I don't think there's a flying spaghetti monster type build right now, but if there is, this is going to, you know, stop that as well. Gonna do damage to all the dudes with flying. We got a 1/of Soul of the Harvest if we need draw. It's a 6/6. I mean, you could probably take out Garruk. Maybe this should be the main deck card, I'm not sure. It's a 6/6 trampler, and whenever a creature enters your battlefield that's non-token, which I don't think you have to worry about because I don't think there's any tokens in this deck, you basically get to draw a card, so it gives you card advantage. And then Craterhoof is just Craterhoof. It basically just says you win. You win. So that is the deck. Those are the reasons for playing the deck. And we'll go ahead and now I'll pull up the aforementioned costs. Arbor Elves are $1 each. Rancor is $2.99. Ranger's Guile is 4 for 49 cents. Ulvenwald Trackers is 75 cents each. Gyre Sage is $2.49 each. Strangleroot Geist 65 cents. Wolfir Avenger, you're going to get 4 for 79 cents. Predator Ooze is $2.99. Yeva is 65 cents. Wolfir Silverheart's $1.25. Garruk is $7.49. Revenge of the Hunted is 65 cents. Fog is you're going to get 4 for 49 cents. 4 Skylashers, each are going to run you 75 cents a piece. The Silklash Spider is 49 cents. Soul of the Harvest 49 cents. And Craterhoof Behemoth is $5.99 for a grand total of $64.99, which I do believe, applause, 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 is a playing on a budget record. So this is a very good intro deck to playing. So for Gathering Magic and CoolStuffInc.com, this is MJ Conroy, and I will see you in round 1 of the daily.